Hello everyone, and happy Saturday. This is Judy coming to you from my scrapbook loft. And if you're new visiting here with me today, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy your visit and that you will come again. And if you're a returning visitor, welcome back. Thank you very much for visiting my channel. I really appreciate it, you all. You all, what I'm doing today is I'm making some poinsettias for my Christmas folio. And I thought I'd bring you along with me for a little while before I have to get to doing other things. So I am inking my poinsettias with this Adirondack Cranberry Pigment Ink by Ranger. I ink the edges first. If it's not dried up, could be dried up. I've had it for so long. Well, let's revive it. How about that? I've got something to revive it with. Yes, I do. Give me just a minute. Ink Refresher by Ranger. Yes. What you doing, Maggie? Let's see if this helps. If it doesn't, I have another ink pad of a different color, but I wanted to use cranberry. I don't want a bright red because there's no bright red in my paper. Yeah. I guess not. Alright. Vermilion it is. Yeah, and I store my ink pads upside down, you all. So, now to find my vermilion. Let's pause. Okay, let's see if this works. This is Archival Ink by Ranger. Oh yeah. We're good here. Here we go. I wish, this is a Sizzix die, by the way. This poinsettia is. Didn't come with a stamp, but it's got impressions in it that I'm using 65-pound cardstock, so you can't tell that it has the impressions in it. There's that one. I ink around all the edges first. Well, I'm not going to make this video very long, so I'll show you what I'm doing. I ink around all the edges. Now I'm going to take this Pebbles cream chalk. You can see I use the red one a lot. That's my favorite. Yes, it is. I don't know if I showed that to you very well or not. But this is Pebbles. And this is the one I'm going to use. This is a cream chalk. I love it. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. My hubby has gone horseback riding. I haven't ridden horses in about 5 or 6 years. I thought about going with him, and I thought, I'm too old and stiff. If I fall off a horse this time, I probably won't go without breaking a bone. We went, one year we went to Owsley County to a trail ride they have twice a year, Owsley County, Kentucky. And we were with some friends, and we got set up with our camper and everything, and decided we go ahead and go riding. It was late evening, but we were going to ride anyway. And so first thing we do is we stop at a creek to let the horses drink. And I'm letting my horse drink, Sadie, and all of a sudden Charles says, "She's gonna roll, Judy, jump." So I bailed off of her into the creek. But first, good thing it was little sand and those little tiny gravels, sandy gravels. So we have to go back to camp for me to change clothes. Now this is only a 3-day trip, and I only take enough clothes for the 3 days because we're camping, you know. So I get washed up, I change clothes, and we go riding. So the next morning, we get ready to go, and we stop at the same creek. And I'm not going to take Sadie in because I don't want to take a chance on what happened the day before. I was going to wait till she got rode a little bit and didn't have so much spunk, because she's a spunky little thing. I loved riding her. But Sadie wouldn't hear of it. She wouldn't hear of it. She had to go into the creek. Well, we go into the creek, and I don't usually let her have her way, but I figure she must be thirsty, so we go into the creek, and lo and behold, if she doesn't stumble on a rock, and I fall off again into the creek. Now, I hadn't ridden in 23 years, so this was my, not my first time to ride that year, but almost close to. I'd only been back on a horse like 6 weeks, so back to camp we go. And now I'm putting on the second outfit that I took. Okay. Take a bath, get washed up, we go riding. And while we're out riding, it comes a downpour, an absolute downpour. So I'm soaking wet. And we just ride, we just keep riding, we just go on. And I'm soaking wet. We're all soaking wet. So then we come to the, what river is that going? The Kentucky River. And we're going to let the horses drink. It's a beautiful river. We're going to let the horses drink. And these people come by in 4-wheelers. And you all, they throw mud all over me. From that river, they're just tearing that river apart, and so there, I have to wear that the rest of the ride, which is we're only like halfway through the ride, and we get back to camp, and I've got to take another bath and put on another set of clothes, and Yeah. Now I've gone through all 3 days of clothes, and we had another 2 days to ride. Yeah. And when you ride a horse, I get filthy. The saddles, if they sweat or anything, you get the the leather will fade on you, and if you get in, if you play in the rivers or the creeks, you get wet. And anyway, I have to have a change of clothes. So I told Charles, I said, the next day after I put those clothes on again the next morning that I had just put on that evening, and we come back to camp that evening with no mishaps, thank goodness. And I told Charles, I said, I'm filthy. I'm filthy. I mean, my pants are black, or we've walked along the creek bank, we've been in the woods, and everything. So I told him, I said, we need to go find me some clothes for tomorrow. So we go into this little town. There's nothing there. They have a Family Dollar. They don't have anything to fit me. We find a thrift store. They don't have anything to fit me. They were either too small or too big. So I got me this pair of jeans, and it looked like I'd been poured in them. And I wore them the next day. And when we come in, I told Charles, I said, load up, we're going home. We're not leaving tomorrow, we're leaving today. We're not leaving in the morning, we're leaving today. I want to go home. But then after that, I went prepared. After that, I had enough clothes to do a month. So, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, you all, I thought about going this morning, and I thought, I better not. Better not go. All right, now I've got some hairspray. I'm going to spray on a little bit on this. Just a little bit to hold that. Okay. Dry the hairspray. And now I'm going to shape my poinsettia. How many minutes is this, you all? Let's see. 10. Okay. And I've talked most of it, haven't I? All right. Oops, I'm doing the poinsettias. First of all, I want to do the... Well, I pressed too hard on that one, but it's all right. It's going to be on the bottom. I'm making the veins in the flower just randomly. I'm not going to take all day for this. One more. Now we're going to shape. If I were making these flowers turn up, I would stain the bottom side too, but I'm making them to curl down, to lay down on the... I know most of you have molds from Heartfelt Creations. I would love to have one of those for my flowers. I have the Adriana flower dye from them. I have the leaves. I've put that on my Christmas list. I'm hoping my girls read my Christmas list this year. They can go in together and get me some stuff. I'd love to have one of those molds. Of course, Sizzix doesn't have a mold for their poinsettia or their flowers. that I've ever seen anyway. Let's put it that way. How pretty. And I'm going to put some glossy accents on the leaves. I'll just go ahead and do that, show you what I'm doing. I'm only going to put it on the tips because this is the bottom. This is the bottom, you know what I mean, bottom petals. I gotta get a Have I not been in frame, you all? And now we're going to let that dry. See how pretty that is? We're going to let that dry. And we're going to do the next size up. Oops, wait a minute, I gotta cover up my glossy accents. Got to mess up there. I don't know if I told you, but this ink here is called vermilion. And then the next size. And the widow one. Okay. I think I got that right. Yeah, okay. Looks like I need to get me some more cream chalk. let's spray them with hairspray. Set the hairspray. And now to shape them. Random veins here. Don't want to press too hard again. There's one. Oops. Yeah, hadn't ridden in about 5 or 6 years, so I thought, I'm not going to go today. I would like to ride again because I enjoyed it so much. It's such a relaxing, fun thing to do. And you get back off the road, you're in the woods, you see all kinds of different flowers and trees, animals, and all that good stuff. So yep, it's just so peaceful and relaxing. More on these. Okay, you all, I'll be back with part 2, and we'll put them together and stain the leaves. The leaf. I'm only going to put one with these. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you all are having a great Saturday. Hugs to you from me, and God bless.